somebody in a suit knock on your door right now, who you gonna call? I know Ali and Polight. You got to call them maybe 45 times before you get a return message back. By then, you already in Guantanamo Bay somewhere. Already gone somewhere. I never wanted to be at odds with the brother. Common sense tells you that. I provided the funding for most of the early events. I believed in him just like everybody else. And not just in an ideology sort of sense. You know, that street, yo, fam, if you need anything, you know, I got you, son. You know, nah. With my wallet. Like, yo, if you need something, let me know. You know, we could sit down and talk about it as long as I get back my money and, you know, we can, you know, I'm here to make sure the movement goes forward. At a certain point, enough has to be enough. Don't talk about me. If you don't want me to talk about you. You see? This is why I say we got to go back to the Bible. You know, we got to go back to the Bible and the Quran and all these things because they have certain basic core principles, people that we need to know. Do unto your brother as you want him to do unto you. So do I have a smaller than Saneter? Of course. Do I have a smaller follower than Ali, Muhammad, or Polight? Oh, who? Of course, maybe. I don't know. But do I have a following of people that listen to me? Absolutely. Do you want me in front of those people telling them I think not. Do I want to spend my time throwing mud back and forth? Absolutely not. Well, then, why did you feel like you had to put a show together to defend yourself then? Because I was getting too much backed up traffic, tying up my inbox and my phone line with people asking me questions about Saneter's video. And what is Saneter talking about? And damn, brother, you know, I just heard about you getting kicked out of New Covenant. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Kicked out of New Covenant. Yeah, man, you know, I heard you stole some equipment from Ali Muhammad's house. I'm like, what? Yes, I never said you stole some equipment from Ali Muhammad, and then you stole some equipment from Polight, and then you stole some equipment from his house. I'm like, yo, that's deep. So I stole some equipment from Saneter. However, I was just at the House of Consciousness Awards, sitting on the same stage with Polight in Saneter's venue. Was I a thief then? Or is there a bigger plot? Is it an attempt to silence the voice of truth, leading people back into their power structure. Don't you run away from politics. We need to be dominating politics. Don't you pull your children out of school. Anything that you need to teach your children, you can also teach them at home. There's nothing stopping you from also teaching your children at home. But don't you pull your children out of school. Are you crazy? Yeah, I was thinking about, I was going to have my baby at home, Minister Enqi, what you think I should do? Well, are you trained to delivering babies? No. Do you know anybody that's trained to deliver a baby? No. But I've seen on the YouTube, man, listen, you better go to the hospital. Yeah, but I want to do the holistic. Okay. Get out there and do the research and find you some trained professionals that have delivered babies at home, where you can speak to the parents of children that they've delivered at home, where you can see records that they've delivered children at home, and have them help you deliver your baby at home. Outside of that, you got to go to the hospital. What happened if you bleeding? You ain't even going to know the difference between the normal amount of bleeding you're supposed to do and internal bleeding, especially if it's your first child. I know. I got a few. And the first time I seen that blood, I almost passed out. Last time I was in the delivery room, I just moved the doctors out the way. I got this. I understood the paperwork, what to sign, how to sign, what to cross, what to say no to. Not doing that. We're going to keep that. Yeah, we're going to take that with us. So hopefully, moving forward, everybody can just refer to this show in reference to that slander, and that will be the end of that. That will be the end of that. But I will not change my position. I will not back down. It's very difficult for people to realize that they made a mistake. It's a play on human need and emotion for people poverty-stricken that are struggling with life to want a shortcut. People that are overweight want to take a pill that allows them to drop 80 pounds. They don't want to diet or exercise necessarily. They just want a pill that can help them drop 80 pounds. So people that are struggling with life want an easy fix that could just put them on top of the game. Hey, I got this paperwork right here. You fill this out, you sign this and send this in to these folks, you can live just like a rich man. Next week, you be sovereign. Sovereign means free. There's no free through paperwork. It doesn't work that way. The only true way to sovereignty, is to build your business. Is to build your business. That's the only true way to sovereignty, to build your business. So my ideology is, if you want to be sovereign, take your money and invest it into yourself. Well, Minister Enqi, you're definitely not going to get sovereign with those little rinky-dinky online businesses that you've been posting, man. We've seen some of that baloney you throwing up there. It's not really baloney. It's people making real money in those businesses if they dedicate the time and the energy to it. Some of them you got to put up a little startup money. Some of them are free to get started. But I put them there because a lot of us are on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on these software programs, because that's all they are. And we spend hours a day on there. Hours a day online. And we're not getting paid for it at all. At all. At all. There's no possibility of you getting paid from Facebook. Even though Facebook makes a killing because you're on it. See, Facebook's not going to pay you to be on Facebook, but Facebook gets paid because you're on Facebook. There's something wrong with that scenario. There's something wrong with that scenario. So I just put a couple of programs that I investigated that I see changes that business model, where you now can get paid from being online in a variety of ways, whether it's sharing benefits or sharing products, getting people to try a product, network marketing. You don't have to do it, but there's thousands of people that are in those businesses, or they wouldn't be up and running, that don't do anything else. That's all they do. And they live better than I do. They live better than we do. They're making a killing online. Because virtual real estate is now more expensive than physical real estate. That's incredible. You stop and think about it. Virtual real estate is now more expensive than physical real estate.